Alright, so here is just a very quick, well, I hope it's going to be very quick, comparison of the Triungulo Lab Chorus Ensemble, which you can see just down here at the bottom of my pedal board. It's not plugged in at the moment, because I'm comparing it with an original Boss CE-1. I've uploaded a demo of the reissue onto YouTube, and I'm sure a lot of people are wondering, well, it sounds great, but how similar does it sound to an original? So what I did was I bought an original to compare it, and my logic was if the original sounds better, I'll somehow make that work on my board. As you can see, it's been a huge struggle fitting it on. It's kind of crushing about 3 other pedals, and I've had to shift 2 off the top of the board. But you know, sound is the most important thing, so I would have made it work. And if it sounds the same or not as good as the Triungulo Lab reissue, obviously it's a no-brainer to use that instead. First things first, guitar I'm using is this. It's just a Japanese, I think it's a 62 custom. I'm going through the board and I am going into a Blackface Deluxe Reverb panned right and a Marshall Silver Jubilee Mini panned left. And the chorus is going to be in a stereo true bypass looper, so it allows me to use both outputs, and the looper's got 2 returns on it and 2 outputs. So I can show you the difference with and without it in the signal chain as well, so we can hear how much it affects the tone when it's off, when the chorus is off. So anyway, clean sound first. And now I will engage the chorus ensemble into the signal chain. The chorus effect is off, but I'm going to put it into the signal chain. So as far as I can hear, absolutely no tone coloration whatsoever. It would be a bit darker if I didn't have a buffer in front of the CE-1, but because I've got quite a big pedal board, I have got at least 1 buffer before it, and that's all the chorus ensemble needs to be able to accept the low impedance at the input. If you plug a guitar straight into the CE-1, or if you only have true bypass pedals before the CE-1, you'll notice that it's actually really dark and hard to get quite a nice clean sound. Anyway, I think the best way to compare these chorus pedals is with a consistent drone, so that you can actually hear exactly what the chorus is doing. So I thought, rather than just kind of play the same chords with each, there's going to be obviously subtle differences. I'm going to just hold a chord in my Electro-Harmonic Superego here. So let's do that. Okay, now I'm going to just show you another quick thing that is worth considering when comparing the original with the new one. I know the Retro Sonic also had this issue, and the only pedal of the 3 that doesn't have this issue is indeed the Triungulo Lab reissue, and that is the chorus massively overloads when you feed it with distortion. This tends to only happen when the level knob is up past maybe about 2 o'clock, but you'll see So you probably heard on the left there, like a almost tremolo, like the volume was cutting in and out. And it wasn't happening on the right because I'm using the pedal in stereo. So the Fender amp on the right is just clean guitar. It's only the left that has that fully modulated LFO chorus on it. So that was distorting a lot. So now I've compared those two things, the sound of the chorus, in fact 3 things: the sound of the bypassed signal, the sound of the chorus itself, and the sound of the chorus overloading. I'm now going to swap out to the reissue. Right, so as you can see, that is a much better fit on my board, so we're off to a flying start. I'm going to show you now the coloration of the bypass signal again. So when I click that little silver box just above the pedal, that will be engaging the chorus pedal, not the chorus, but the actual preamp of the pedal into the signal chain. So about as little difference as with the original. Again, that's because of the whole buffer thing. If I had the guitar plugged straight in, it would be a lot darker. I'm not going to bother showing you that now because there is another video on that subject on YouTube already. This is just about comparing the two. So I have still got that same chord held in the Superego. So it makes sense to just put that through the pedal again. I've tried to match the rate of the pedal again as much as I could to how it was set on the original one, which is about 12 o'clock. And then what I aim to do once I've done this is I'll put the two then side by side, and you guys can maybe try and guess which is which or whatever. It's just, I think it's just interesting to hear how flippin' similar they sound. Yeah, so as far as I'm concerned, they sound as good as each other, and therefore I'm keeping the Triungulo Lab chorus on my board. The other thing I should just show you is the combination of the distortion and the chorus, and you should be able to hear that this one does not overload in the left speaker like the original did.